What's good, people? What is the deal, Grand Kush? This is the Grand Kush channel. Let's go in. Piggybacking off of what Fat Joe said, but Busta Rhymes said this before Fat Joe got into it. Okay. Busta Rhymes. You was definitely one of my favorite MCs back in the day. That new stuff you coming with, though, you know, it sounded like you trying to stay young and relevant, and I can understand that, right? The backsplash of Mr. Busta Rhymes being Mr. Zesty, is changing my scope of how I view you, my God, right? But hey, man, we can't let them front on our culture. Speaking on Black Americans in the U.S. having no culture. Matter of fact, let's listen to what the MC is speaking on, and I'm gonna give my 9 cents after the previewing. Let's go.
Because it influenced a lot in music and its culture.
I think that, my family is Jamaican and Latino and Jamaican are Caribbean people, with tropical people, with people that understand what that timing and that rhythm and that pocket feels like in a way unlike any other culture of people, from the bass lines to the way we choose to place our words as people of the Caribbean and of the tropics. I think that it's just it's something you can't really define in words. It's a feeling thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you watch Latinos do the South Side of merengue and you see Jamaican people, do they shit. It's kind of like something that goes hand in hand. And, it ain't a coincidence that in every urban community, Latino and blacks is there together. That ain't no accident. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you find in every urban community, Middle Eastern and black or Asian and black. You always see Latino and black. And I think we just so a part of each other's cultural significance, not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures. And in the urban community, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and
we'll stop it right there. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna say Black Americans got all the culture, right? Black Americans got all the culture. Do you feel me? Now, I can't speak on the diversity and what's cracking up top, in the New York area and around the area, right? We know it's a lot of Latinos up there. We know it's a lot of Caribbean people up there, right? But the diversity in New York, right, that wasn't all over the United States. You understand? Me growing up in Los Angeles, okay, it was no Puerto Ricans. I'm talking about the 80s, okay? There was no Jamaicans in LA. I'm not saying that they didn't exist, but I'm talking about the influence when it comes down to hip hop, there was no influence there. Okay. You take the West Coast and you stretch it to the Midwest, Kansas City, them areas around Kansas City and things of that nature. All right. Back in the 80s? Nah, brother. Okay. I didn't get into reggae before hip hop. I wasn't listening to no Latin music before hip hop. We wasn't in LA talking about, and this is not an LA, New York thing. I'm talking about area codes. We wasn't in LA like we need to be doing it like the Jamaicans is doing it. We need to do it like how the Latins is doing it. The Latinos is doing it. Shout out Zip with the drip. He was like, how come it wasn't none of that? How y'all be singing? That, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, how y'all be coming on the Latin tracks? We didn't hear that first. It might have been played, but I didn't see no, Kid and Play, Special Ed, Run DMC, Queen Latifah, you know what I'm saying? Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? Too Short, Rodney O and Joe Cooley, King T, Alcoholics, NWA, you feel me? MCA, DJ Quick. And the list can go on and on. I don't think I said anybody that was from Jamaica yet. Right? I didn't say anybody that had any Latin ancestry. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay. This is not a jab. It's not a southpaw hook to Jamaican culture and Latino culture. But you can't. Come on, Busta Rhymes. Come on, man. You're getting beside yourself, brother. In the samples of the music of hip hop, now I'm not saying that no Latin records were sampled, but come on, are you saying early hip hop was influenced by Latin samba, merengue type of music? No. Reggae and Rasta music was components of hip hop, but was it the main slice of the pie? No. We're not out here dancing to no reggae drums. Doom, 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 doom. No, we not doing that. That's a component. So Busta Rhymes, you're wrong. Okay? We don't have no culture. Man, if it wasn't for James Brown, Donald Byrd, Parliament Funkadelic, right? Some of these early significant artists who are the backdrop in the samples, and I just mentioned a few who are the backdrop of these samples. Come on, man. You fronting on James Brown? Should we go back to your music, leaders of the new school, and really check out your samples? Are they gonna go back to reggae and Latin music? No. If this was the case, if what you was talking about was 99.9% on point, then Black Americans would be listening to Latin-based sampled hip-hop music, Rasta reggae-based sampled music. And you speaking like we jocking y'all style. In New York, right, Chicago, on the West Coast, right, it's Mexicans, so I wouldn't even call them Latinos, right? They some of the original people in that area. We get down with Mexicans. I don't know the connection, if there is a connection between Mexicans and people from Spain, Spaniards, Latino people, you know what I'm saying? And the Latinos around the surrounding areas, the Caribbean islands and America and things of that nature. I don't know that connection. But y'all can't claim y'all the origins of hip hop. Well, Kool Herc was from Jamaica. They said Kool Herc didn't play no reggae music. He didn't speak with the reggae accents. That didn't become popular in hip hop music until like the late 80s. And I'm sure it was being used, the accent, the tone of the vocabulary, the tone of the spitting of Rastas, right? It was used later on, but it's not the main component of hip hop. Are you telling me the way some MCs spit, especially some of these dynamic West Coast MCs, okay? Because just like Fat Joe came to the West Coast and got chewed up, Busta Rhymes, your style was taken, the leaders of the new school style, this is what I heard, was taken from Freestyle Fellowship. And Freestyle Fellowship, that crew, them brothers, with that electric, one of the dopest styles out there, they wasn't influenced by no Rasta music. You know, you might have to be specific when it comes down to how Jamaican culture influenced the East Coast of the United States. We wasn't walking around in no Bally's and no Jamaican shoes. I'm like, where did you get this from? You look dumb, right? Big zesty, big cookie monster, zest monster. Hey man, we can't let them front on our culture, man. What did the Jamaicans do? What did the Jamaicans do in America? Getting some of this freedom, liberation, and revolution popping so our voices can be heard. Okay? I ain't got no Jamaican descendancy and no Latin descendancy. I mean, ancestry. You know what I'm saying? Isaac Hayes, Mays, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Whispers, Temptations. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones, you know, Whitney Houston, you know what I'm saying? Gladys Knight and the Pips, right? I mean, we can go on and go on and go on. Michael Jackson, right? Prince, okay? We can just start naming these artists. That is the backdrop of our music, okay? You were Jamaican, you got reggae, okay? You got reggae. That's why you don't have no reggae albums, because it's Black American influenced music that you doing. Now the blacks and the Latinos always been together, maybe on the East Coast, but that's not all through the United States. Keep it real. Right? Keep it real. Let's listen to some more.
It always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced by the Latino community, which allows me to feel that much more comfortable putting my West Indian influence in my music, because they made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, my Lisa Jamaican, and I say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the times, it ain't until
the Latinos made you feel comfortable? Come on, man. And you speaking, it's you speaking your Jamaican accents? Kool Herc didn't make you feel comfortable? The Jamaican founding fathers of hip hop didn't make you feel comfortable? The Latinos made you feel comfortable in speaking like that? You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes, you know what would have happened if you would have been in the hip hop community speaking like that? Okay? They had Jamaican artists back in the day coming with that. Shinehead. Okay? Off the rip right now, I can't think of all the Jamaican influenced artists back then. But where are they at today? Right? Let's check out right quick. Let's check out Shinehead for those who don't know. For those that don't know. All right, this is one of the drops right here. I'm gonna just play a little bit of it. Okay. Give me no crack, right?
And a brother show once again, crack is the incredible, a devil's animal. It is an obstacle. You're real cool. I chill to the max. I might act crazy.
Now I'm gonna stop it right there. What beginning rhymes did he use? Public Enemy's rhymes. Is Chuck D from Jamaica? I'll be quite surprised if he is. I will be quite surprised if he is. Hey, Busta Rhymes, man. All right, yeah. You looking like, man, I might have said the wrong thing. I got it twisted. Come on, people. We can't let these people front on our culture. That's why right now, 2005, it's time for the blacks to unite and rise. And we're not going to connect on everything. We know that. But what we can connect on is the influence that we created, right? The creativity that we brought, right? You know, the struggles that we've all been through based on our skin color in America, based on the great melanin, you melanin. We got more things in common than we don't. Now we got to look at these folk as perpetrators. They came in to get clout in our culture and our communities, and they shouldn't even be there. All right, this fool is now a separatist. Jamaican over Black Americans? Are you crazy? In America, are you crazy? Latinos over Black Americans? Are you crazy? It makes no sense. Okay? We can't let them front on our culture. You know, And we got to make them stand on business. Fat Joe, canceled. Busta Rhymes said he's not a Black American, he's Jamaican. And if it wasn't for the Jamaicans, Black Americans wouldn't be nothing. Make them stand on it. Make them stand on it. Anybody else come in like this? Okay? We more better than the Black Americans. The Black Americans ain't have nothing. If it wasn't for us, make them stand on it. Okay? And as far as I'm concerned, they can get canceled, especially those in my generation, the generation of Busta Rhymes. You did your best things back in the day. You're done. Okay? You're done. Nobody cares that you getting on the track with the youngsters now. Nobody cares that you can still flip the tongue fast and Busta Rhymes. Rah, rah, rah. Nobody cares about that now. You're just trying to stay relevant. Okay? And it seemed like Busta Rhymes, you going out the front door. You came in through the back door, you looking through the front door. It's time for you to just go ahead and walk on through it. And your next album, your next album, I dare you. I dare you. Your next album, go get the Rasta man them. And come out with a whole 100% reggae-based album. I dare you. And you a real MC. It shouldn't take you a whole lot of time. Them Incredible Hulk rhymes is done. Right? We understand this not for the women them. This for a man only that you spitting for. Right? They fronting. I dare you to go do you a reggae-based album and say in your promotion and advertising is we bodying the Black Americans with this music. We bodying the Black Americans with this music. How come they don't understand? When it comes down to the blacks in America, we the majority. Okay. That man said Jamaican and no African ancestry. I'm tired of these false Negroes. Okay. True Negroes got African ancestry. I don't care if you was misnomered, you was originally Indian, and you look like somebody with African ancestry, but you was misnomered as Negro, and you trying to, nah, nigga. Nah, I'm not with that. Okay. We the majority out here. Like Lord Jamal said, we need to start saying who can come to the cool table. Okay. And Busta Rhymes, you ain't at the cool table no more. Grand Kush, I'm out. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, y'all hold it down. Peace.